Hey everybody, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name is Alex and today I have a special new video for you. We're going to be talking about Lights' newest album that she put out. It's not as new as some of the other ones, but let's get into it. So Lights is a Canadian-born artist. This new album is called Pep. And this is her first album on Fueled By Ramen Records. So let's dive into my thoughts on the record and then we'll talk about the Rant side of things. So this record is actually pretty long. It has 13 songs. So Lights has said in interviews in the past when she actually signed to Fueled by Ramen and released this record that she wanted to go for a more rock vibe with more guitars. I definitely enjoy that. By the way, I have been an avid listener of Lights since the very beginning. I've been listening to her since her very first album, which was called The Listening. And it's really nice to see how far that she has come. I feel like her music has actually grown up as well. So this album starts out with this grandiose song called Beside Myself, and it's definitely a more personal song lyrically, but it has like this grandiose, like growing, like crescendo instrumental, which is really nice. This is a song that Lights wrote by herself. And speaking of, let's just put this out there right now. The songs where Lights is solo, and I don't just mean the featured artist, I'm talking about even behind the scenes as a writer. I'm talking about the songs where she is listed as the sole writer, are the best songs on the record. If they literally took off every song where there's a featured artist or a song where she is not the sole writer, it would have been amazing. This would have been a like top tier album, because the songs that do feature other people and do feature other writers, that's where the problems come in for me with this album. Prodigal Daughter and Salt and Vinegar are my two favorite songs, and those are the songs that were literally written by Lights herself. Salt and Vinegar is top tier, one of the best Lights songs that's ever been put out. And Prodigal Daughter also is really, really good and really well made. I really like the grooves in both of those songs. I think Lights has never sounded better vocally or lyrically than both of those songs. However, there's 5 songs that are listed with Dylan Bald's name on it. And I looked him up. He is like some kind of producer that works with Halsey and some other bands and artists that we know in the pop scene. But every one of the songs that he's listed on, I hated. And I didn't just hate, like I hated like the lyrics on them. I don't think they fit in the album. I don't think they instrumentally fit in the album. I don't think they lyrically fit on the album. Literally listen to Prodigal Daughter's lyrics, which are solely written by Lights, or at least that's where the credits are. And then go listen to the 2 songs that literally feature the word money in the title. Because literally, if you listen to the songs that are like a little bit more subdued lyrically, okay, the ones that Lights wrote herself that are more like mature and subdued, like I said, they definitely have a different vibe than, yeah, this is like about money and I'm getting money and I only like men with money. It's really weird. I do not like those money vibes, the pop money, glamour. I don't like that. And I don't think Lights is about that at all. She's not like, every song she's ever released up until then has not been about that. So it just rubs me the wrong way that they bring it, that I'm probably guarantee you this was probably a label decision to bring this guy in because he helped out with Halsey and he helps out with these pop artists. When you hear those songs and then you compare them to the songs that Lights wrote herself, the quality is not even comparable, because the ones that Lights wrote herself are absolutely like mind-blowingly good, and then the ones that feature these guys who are writing songs about money and glamour and this and that and blah 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 and all this bullshit, all this vapid nonsense bullshit that are written by pop fucking producers, it pisses me off, because Lights literally could have shined through on this album and really let her talents shine through, but then she's bogged down by these stupid producers and these stupid songwriters. I don't care that he wrote for Halsey. I don't care that she sells a lot of albums. I literally don't give a shit I know that this is about like a business here, right? And I understand how the business works. I've been in the room with artists signing like 6-figure deals, okay? I understand how the business works. But what I'm trying to say here is I don't care how the business works. Like, she literally has all these songs that she wrote herself that sound amazing. But then you bring in these other guys and these other writers and these songwriters, and it blows my mind as to why these are even featured on here. Josh Dun is featured in track number 2, which is one of the main singles of this record. From you know Josh Dun, the drummer from 21 Pilots. Well, you don't even know that he's the drummer on this song, other than the fact that his name says featuring Josh Dun. But if they didn't say that, you would have no idea that he played drums, because the drum beat is boring and it sounds like nonsense. It sounds like every other song. There's no special thing that sets him apart on this song than any other song that's ever been created by any drummer, where any drummer has ever been making drums. Literally, you could have told me that was an AI and I would have bought it, right? Lights is an artist that literally can write amazing songs and has substance in her music. And it's clear because there's literally the first 3 songs where Lights is featured by herself as a sole songwriter are amazing. And the first song that has another person on it, literally horrible. So it's like, where do we draw the line here? Because they literally could have released this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could have literally released this 6 or 7 song EP where it's just Lights and just Lights alone, sole songwriter on these tracks, and it would have been fire. It would have been amazing. It probably would have been one of the best albums of the year. But when you release all these songs with all these other people that nobody cares about, and it's just like, now all these songs are like bogged down and they sound like garbage, and nothing is cohesive. It's all over the place. The instrumentals are all over the place. They literally are featuring a drummer and you don't even know that it's that guy drumming. So what's the point of even featuring a drummer on the song? And here comes the Rant. Fueled by Ramen only cares about like 3 artists on their entire roster. And that's all they care about. And they literally keep signing artists and signing bands and then pushing them and pushing them down and literally just pushing them out of the fucking music industry so they can keep putting up 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, Panic at the Disco, Panic at the Disco. There's been so many bands that Fueled by Ramen has signed and has then broken up because they were trying to do some weird shady deal with just the singer, because that's what they do with every band they ever sign. Highlight the singer and have them sign some contract by themselves, and then they get to do all their own solo shit and leave the fucking band behind, because that's what they do. Guess what why do you think Brendan Urie is the only guy left in Panic at the Disco? Why would anyone want to be with him when he's signing his own contracts? Like, it's mind-blowing. But now that we have like the rant part out of the way, I think you guys get the point here. I think that overall, this album isn't horrible. And I feel like the songs that really shine on it are the ones that she wrote herself, because I feel like Lights is an amazing songwriter, instrumentally and lyrically. I know that she can put out a hit tune. I do like Prodigal Daughter and Salt and Vinegar. I think those are the 2 best songs on the record. Let me know what your favorite songs are from this record down below. Let's talk about it. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everybody.